going to talk about creating a virtual classroom using Bitmoji. So this is the virtual classroom that I created. You can see that's me, there I am, and I've got various things in this classroom. I've got our mood meter, we have different books that we've read this summer, different brain posters, flexible seating, we have a workout brain, kinetic sand, Hoberman sphere for breathing, glitter jar, a chime, some kindness rocks, and here we have our warm welcome and our optimistic closing. So what's cool about this is that all of these are linked to something. So when you click warm welcome, you can go to a video with Amanda where she's doing a warm welcome. When you click on optimistic closing, you can go to a video with Amy where she's doing an optimistic closing. Mood meter, it's a video of our lovely former SEL specialist, Debbie, who is doing her own virtual mood meter craft. Every item in this, there's Trish talking about self-care. So every item in this classroom is linked to something. Here's a video. This is a video on, let's click it. So this one we'll click. I don't remember what this is linked to. So you click it and you see.
Hey, this is Brittany with Social Emotional Learning.
So here's an SEL in action about resting. So this is made by DISD. And go back. Here we click on Jabari Jumps. This was one of our SEL Dallas Reads events. So you click it and it brought you to the Eventbrite link. So there's the Eventbrite. So it already happened, so you can't see it anymore. So that is a link I would have to update. So as you can see, virtual classroom is a great way to create a space for the kids to use and let them click around and explore. So this is just an example of the SEL virtual classroom that I made. If you look here, this is my virtual locker. So this is a way to get to know other staff or students. So there I am again. And in my locker, I have all these things about me. So when you click the coffee cup, you see my comment. It says, I love coffee. I also leave my coffee cup everywhere. So I would definitely put it in my locker and forget that it was there. Here we have listening to T Swift's new album, Folklore. So these are all things that I love. So if you see here, it says, design your own virtual locker to help me get to know you better. Include at least 10 or more things that tell about who you are. So pictures of family friends, your favorite books, your favorite movies, favorite TV show, favorite music, etc. So unlike this virtual classroom that had links where you could click and go to different places, this I did with just comments. So you can click on different things and learn something about me. So you can learn where I went to undergrad, that my favorite food is pizza, that I would love to go to Japan someday, and that I have a dog named Daisy, among other things. So we are going to learn about how to do this today and how to create your own virtual classroom and your own virtual locker. So the first thing that we would do is create your own Bitmoji. So this really only works in Chrome. So what you would do in Chrome is you see this little puzzle piece here. You would click this puzzle piece and that's extensions. And you would go to manage extensions. Once you're in manage extensions, you can see these are the extensions I have. Right now, I don't have the Bitmoji extension because I deleted it so that I could show you how to add it. And when I search for it, it's not there. So what we're going to do is not go to extensions. We're going to look up Chrome, oh Lord, extensions. Chrome extensions, that's just what we're going to look up. So then we go here, Chrome Web Store extensions in Google Chrome. Now that we're in the store, now we can search for what we're looking for. So I'm going to search Bitmoji. And here's the Bitmoji, and you just say add to Chrome. So I'm going to add it to my Chrome, press add extension. And there it is. Now it's up. It could appear up here. So if you want it to appear up in this little area here, you're going to click on your extensions. You see the Bitmoji there, and then you're going to pin it. So now it pops up right there. That's what I would recommend for when you're creating a virtual classroom or locker. So now we're going to look at the SEL Dallas virtual store. So here again is my virtual classroom, and this is the store. These are the things that you're going to use to create your own virtual classroom. So we've got Peace Corner supplies, SEL book examples, SEL posters, flexible seating, other decor, furniture, more furniture, more furniture, and then these are the backgrounds. So you can delete me, put me back in, and you can also delete the text. So again, you just do that by clicking the text, and then make sure you've got it around the whole thing, and then you just press delete. These are some other backgrounds that you can use as well. So this background here, it includes the tree, so you can't delete the tree from it. And then here's one that's similar without the tree. This Bitmoji is of me sitting, but I'm not attached to the chair. So I can move myself from the chair, which means that you can also put your Bitmoji sitting in a chair. And there I am sitting. This one, the Bitmoji is of her sitting, drinking coffee, reading a book in a beanbag, so I can't disconnect it. So let's pick one of our backgrounds. So let's use this background. So first of all, let me go back to this. When you get this document, what you're going to do, it's going to be in view only mode. So what you're going to do is go to File and then make a copy of the entire presentation. And then it's going to be called Copy of SEL Dallas Virtual Store. You can call it whatever you want, but we'll just keep that as that. Press OK. And here's the copy. Now it's your own copy. You can do whatever you want with it, delete it, change it however you want. But it has to be a copy, because otherwise you won't be able to change it, because I won't give you permissions to change it. So let's say I want to use this background, or let's use this background. So I'm going to, first of all, ignore. First of all, I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of these things. So delete, delete, delete. Then I am going to start adding my furniture. So first, the furniture that I would like to have a smartboard. So I'm going to go to the smartboard in the furniture store, and I'm going to press Command C or Control C. I'm on a Mac, so for me it's Command C. Or you can right click it and press copy. Then I'm going to go here, press Command V, or right click it and press paste. So there is my smartboard. Then you can just go around, add whatever you want. So let's add this cute carpet. Again, Command C, Command V. There's my cute little carpet. Let's see, what else do I want? Let's add another nice carpet. So I'm going to go here to furniture, Command C, go back here, Command V. That's a nice little carpet. And I'm going to move it around. But I actually don't like how big this carpet is. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to the arrow, and I'm going to make it smaller. And you know what? I'm going to just keep messing with it until it's a square. All right. And let's put that over here. So then you can use any of these things to add to your room. Let's put a cute little couch there. Oops, don't want that there. So there's my couch. And let's make this rug a little bit bigger just by pulling it apart and put the couch on top of it. That looks nice. So if you notice, this couch, it's got a lot of space, extra space, this space around it. And I'm not going to need this extra space. And if I try to click the carpet, I can't click it because this extra space of the couch is on it. So to move the carpet, I would have to move the couch and then move the carpet. And I don't really want to deal with that because especially when I try to put more stuff around here, that's going to be annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to crop image. Ignore that phone call. Crop image, and then I'm just going to crop it. So I'm not taking off any of the couch itself. I'm just taking off the extra of the bubble. And then I do that. That's how I want it to look. And then I press crop image again, and there it is. So now I can click the rug and I can move it around more easily. Right now I'm just moving this with the up and down arrows, which I sometimes find easier because it's easier to control it. And that carpet's also too big, so let's also crop that carpet. Again, we're just cropping it so that the blank space is smaller. There we go. So this is obviously a very boring looking classroom, and we would want to add a lot more stuff, but that's something that I'll let you guys all do, and I'm not going to show you the whole thing during this training. But now we need to add yourself. So you go up to our Bitmoji extension and we click it. And now I've changed my Bitmoji a little bit. So then you would go into, so these are all the cute ones that you can do, but like you can see, so then you'll right click and then press copy image and then go into here and press right click and then press paste. That's not the one I meant to do, but there you go. And then as you can see, like with this one, she is not standing. So we'll delete her, go back into the extension up here, and then press type in pose. So when you type in pose, you'll see me in lots of different poses. So let's find one of me. Let's do this one because then I'm kind of sitting. So we're going to right click it, press copy image, and then press right click and then press paste. So there I am. Let's make me a little bit bigger. And now here I am chilling on the couch. And if you want something specific, you can type it in and you can say sitting. There's another one of her sitting. There she's sitting on the toilet. It's not what we're going to do. Copy image, paste the image. Again, she can't sit here, so let's flip her. So rotate, flip horizontally, make her a little bit bigger, and now you have her sitting on the couch. And again, you can see that I changed my outfit a little bit and wearing some more fall clothes because I'm feeling like fall now. And that is all done in the app. So you have to download the app and do it through the phone in order to create your own Bitmoji. And I have another tutorial that I did from my phone to show you all how to do that. Again, look at how big this box is. So I don't need all that. So I'm going to go to crop image and I'm going to pull it in. Oops. Put myself back in there. Pull it in and then press crop image. And so there I am sitting in my classroom, standing in my classroom. So I have given you guys a lot of options in this virtual store, but let's say that there's something else that you want to add. Whoops. So you're going to go to Insert, Image, and I want to look at it search it from the web. So I'm going to go search from web. Then this is going to pop up, and you're going to search for images. So let's say I want to add a couch. So this is kind of let's add this weird purple couch. And I press Insert. But look at that. There's this giant white space around this crazy purple couch. So I don't want that. So what we're going to go back to doing is go to Insert, Image, search from web. Now I'm going to do couch, transparent background. Here's another couch. Let's see. Let's go to this. Ooh, I kind of like this one. Click it, press Insert, and there it is. And it's got a transparent background now. So now I can make it smaller because it's obviously way too big for my classroom. Smaller, smaller, smaller. There we go. So let's get rid of this couch and put this couch on here. But let's say I want it over here, but that looks awkward like that. So I want to flip it. So I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go to rotate, and then I'm going to go to flip horizontally. And there you go. Now it is flipped horizontally. And I'm going to do the same thing with myself. I'm going to go rotate, flip horizontally. And there I am. So let's say you like this couch, but you don't love the fact that it's green. So this is something fun that we can do. So you right click it and you go to Format Options. So now this pops up, and then you go to Recolor. And right now it says no recolor because that's the original color that it was. Oops, I'm clicked on myself. Okay, unclick that. Click on the couch, recolor, and now I can recolor it, and I can make it whatever color I want. So let's make it brown. That's kind of ugly, but so you can make it whatever color you want. However, when you recolor something, it's going to recolor everything, just changing the tone of it. So you can't control by doing this what the legs will look like. So like right now, the legs look kind of weird like that. And here, I don't love that those legs are blue. So I'm going to make the couch gray because it looks more normal to have those gray legs. So now my couch went from being green to gray. Well, let's delete that rainbow carpet. So that is the first part of how you start to set up your classroom. So now I'm going to go and I want to add some links. So let's say I want to put the mood meter in my classroom on the wall. So I'm going to press Command C or Control C, go back to my classroom, Command V, and stick it on the wall. But now, look at that. Now my mood meter, it looks great, but it's blocking my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the mood meter. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to go to Order, and I'm going to send it to the back. So now it's in the back of these images, and so my head can be in front of it. All right, so I've got my mood meter. Now I want you to be able to click on something when you go to the mood meter. I'm going to click it, and I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Link. So now I can link it to whatever I want. So let's go here. Let's look up something about mood meter video. This is from Yale. Yale's the one that kind of created the mood meter. So let's go to this video, this YouTube video.
Each quadrant of the mood meter.
So that's interesting. We would watch it, obviously, before we link it into our classroom. But then you're going to go up to where the website is, press Command C or Control C, go back to your classroom, and put it in here, Control V, and press Apply. So now, when you go, close that out. When you click on the mood meter, you go straight to this video. So this is just kind of a brief overview of how to create your own virtual classroom. Of course, you can add as much or as little as you want. This took kind of a long time because every single thing, I've got a lot of stuff in my classroom and every single thing has a link to it. So there's yoga with Allison. Again, lots of different things in here. So you can make it as complex or as simple as you want. Let's say you linked it, but you don't really like that link anymore. So you click it and then you just press remove link. So what you're going to have to do when you show this to the kids is, right now it's private only to me. So you're going to share it and you are going to let anyone, so anyone with the link can view it. So they can't edit it, but they can view it. If you want them to be able to leave comments, you can put them as commenter. But when they're viewers, they can click on the links, but they can't move anything around. So if I were a viewer on this, I could click and see all the different links, but I couldn't like change stuff or move stuff around. There's some other things that I created that I can show you, other ways to do it other than just the virtual classroom. So again, we have the virtual classroom, the virtual locker, and here's one that I did it's a warm welcome. So this is a virtual warm welcome. So how would you like to be greeted? Air hugs, air shake, air high five, a wave, a fist bump, or a dab. And then COVID safety rules. This is if we're in person, you can print these out or you could give these to your kids. So you have all these: wash your hands, wear your mask, keep your distance, sneeze into your elbow, sanitize, be flexible, stay healthy, helpful, and calm, and stay safe. So you can create all of these for yourself and for your own classroom. All right, that's it. Thanks, guys.